Hello and welcome back to Hunt Lowdown, the podcast for a fellow forced to help you out in the bayou. I'm here with Drake, as always, my lovely co-host. Say hello to the people.
Hello, people.
You didn't say to the.
Oh,
You failed.
hello to the people.
It's off the rails already.
Yeah.
Ruin it. Scrap it.
All
We're
right,
done.
redo. This is third time recording. Let's go.
Yeah. So if this might be a bit scattered. We recorded this. We started recording one day, and then we both realized that basically we were busy and we had to bail. And so then we met up again, and we recorded it. And I feel like it was one of our better episodes.
So, it was becoming
And-
one, yeah.
Yeah, and I thought it was really well. We got like 45 minutes in, and then we realized only one of our audio tracks was being picked up.
Yep.
So
That's my fault. That's me. That's all me.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
This is late because of me. Hi, as usual. Let's be honest.
It's fine. I mean, we've got a schedule. The people know that we can't be late if we don't set a schedule. Because we tried, and now we know better.
That's our cop out. We can't be late if we don't have a
Yeah.
schedule.
Man, it really bothers me that I'm missing this night tie-in right here.
I
It's
mean,
like it's
do
right
you have
by my
something
head, so,
else that's more to your right,
Yeah,
added
like-
frame that you can just put over there temporarily?
Just move my head so then it's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
right
just-
there.
there you go. Yeah, perfect.
Now you
Nothing's
can't see
missing.
my shames now.
Nothing's
Thing.
missing.
Do I need to scoot? No. There we go.
That's
This one.
perfect. That is
And-
perfect.
Perfect. We'll do it live as
Yeah.
the meme goes.
If you're listening to this and not
Um,
watching it, you're missing out.
You're missing the slight visual adjustments. But yeah, this is week after Halloween. We got 20-ish days left on the event. We're probably gonna hit event talk for a minute,
Hmm.
and then if we we have another topic planned that we haven't touched on, so it will be a natural conversation. But
Yeah.
we
actually
both
just-
ended up.
Huh?
Nope, no, you can go.
Oh, I was gonna say I actually just finished the event today.
I'm at 49. I need, I think, 25 points to.
Oh, dang.
advance. If I finished the event, I just haven't. I need to formalize it now. The event. How do you feel about it points wise? Because I feel like this is the first one I didn't. Oh,
I have a quick thing. I actually meant
Uh-huh.
to do this sooner than now. What?
professional.
we're very professional. I want to actually give a quick shout out. I want to give a quick shout out to a fellow
Oh yeah.
podcast that reached out to me and wanted to just connect, and it was really cool. It's Hunt Banish Extract. They're on YouTube and Spotify. It's led by the Drunken Bard, who DJ. He's actually really cool. Like, he jumped into my Discord.
Yeah, I really wanna. So this happened Saturday.
That sounds about
Something like
right.
that.
Yeah, it was very recent.
And I'm a little jealous because I want to like hang out and talk to him because he sounds cool, but I
He's
haven't had the
really
chance
cool.
to. I've got the podcast up, and I was really excited to listen to it. And then two different YouTubers I watched. If you combine the stuff they drop basically documentaries. If you combine them, was 9.5 hours of content. So that's what I've been listening to. It is next on my list to listen to.
Gotcha.
Drunken Bard, but yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's some really cool dudes. So yeah, if you're listening to this, you like what we do, definitely go give them a listen as well, because it feels like you're sitting around with a bunch of friends while they're talking. It's great.
Oh, nice.
I like it a lot.
I really want to check them out. So yeah, do what I plan to, and then next podcast, guys, we'll talk. Our topic will be the other podcast. Haha.
Haha.
But I guess we didn't before we move. Is there anything else you want to talk about before? That's like not Avinti related.
No.
Yeah, I mean we shared goofy stories last time, but I found them now. It's been a week.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. So event for the points. I wanted to talk about the points of.
Points.
I felt like I was still grinding them, right?
Okay.
Like I still felt like a grind doing the events, but it felt like I feel like they've gotten the time commitment right this time. It doesn't feel like I got it quickly, but it also doesn't feel like I had to live and breathe Hunt to actually complete the event this time.
I agree with that.
Which I feel like is a very nice balance.
Mhm.
So I think I might have bought a level early on too to get something early because
That's fair.
was it? I think it was Uppercut Precision. I really wanted to try it out. So
you didn't find one in the bayou first off of someone else and use that first?
no, I did not.
That's what I usually
So
do. Is I'm like with the drilling when the drilling was new, I was like,
Mhm.
oh great, cool. I wonder how that gun
did not-
is. And then I found one on the ground and I was like, ooh,
I have not bought a drilling yet. I refuse to until they look at the price. I've played it quite a bit. I have not bought a drilling yet.
And they're never gonna
Depth
nerf
Cut
that price.
Precision, speaking of price, boy howdy, it's $20 more expensive than the normal uppercut, and that's nice. Because it doesn't feel like a strict upgrade because it takes the extra slot.
Right.
But it is very nice. I like it being balanced and not being balanced by budget. I'm looking at you, Upper Matt. Even though
I'm looking at you, Upper Matt.
The Upper Matt could also drop. The last event new items were we could be dropped in price. The event, so
They would probably set that high for the sake of if you prestiged, you
yeah.
could still buy it. So they wanted to.
I mean,
have a stopper
I think
to it,
we talked about. Yeah, I think we talked about this where, I think the penny shot danger is a bit overpriced, but you would chill with it. Is that right?
I think it's all right. I do
Yeah,
think I think it could use one extra round in the reserve.
Yeah, that's what it was. You thought it should take more ammo. I thought it should be dropped in price. So
either
yeah.
one. If it was no extra ammo, lower the price. If you gave it an extra shell or two in the reserve, I'd be fine with the price.
I like it. I like it a lot. It needs a slight tweak, and when I like very slight tweak, but it's just in this slightly kind of feels bad zone right now, and I want it to be.
I haven't actually used
just
it yet.
Decided just really.
I mean, I've shot it like in the training shooting range, but
basically super emergency panic button, or I really just want to go out of a quarter barrel of a boss's health. That's what it does.
Fair. Very fair.
It's nice, and we go, oh, that's really nice, and then you go, that's $70.
Yeah,
it's like
it's nice for $70.
No, it's not nice for $70.
It's not nice for $70.
But legitimately, I had a round where I did it, and like I took off like the quarter of the boss's health, and I was like, that was $70.
That was $70 so just to get halfway through. Okay.
Yeah, I'm like, let's go, and I'm like, it got like find a uwu box to even reload it to be able to use it in PvP or on the boss again.
Hey, at least, if I'm not mistaken, it stacks with other penny shot ammo types, so you could theoretically use it. But then, what's the point? You've got penny shot on your other gun, your other shotgun.
And it's like, what are you gonna do? You gonna bring it for extra ammo for your penny shot Crowning King?
I mean, hey, if in the beginning of the round, if you shoot it and then don't reload it,
game, fire my Derringer right off the bat, lose that tool slot, find a resupply, and now after doing all of that, I get an extra penny shot.
2 penny shots.
I think it's just one, isn't it? No, it's two. You're right. It's two. It's two. I'm sorry.
It's 2 in the chamber.
Or
2 in the.
Here's the thing. If it was slugs, maybe. But penny shot gives you extra ammo. That's one of the benefits of doing penny shot.
I had a feels bad with slugs today, and I don't want to talk about slugs.
Did you have?
And it was in a crowning cringe. I said I don't want to talk about it.
See, that's the thing I always that people are like, oh, Crowning King, like slugs are too good. Slugs are too good. Look, Crowning King shouldn't have slugs. But other than that, slugs are fine if freaking annoying sometimes.
I'm sorry, but the argument of but the slugs in Crown and Cringe isn't good because every shot after the first is recoil heavy and you're not going to land your hits.
I mean,
it doesn't matter when you're within effective
yeah.
range. It one shots you because I got one shot by Crown and Cringe within effective range with slugs.
Oh no, see for Crown and Cringe, the one that upsets me is I got 2 tapped at 56 meters by Crown and King.
That's upsetting.
They were both upper torso shots. It was like, look, if one of them was a headshot, props to you with the shotgun sight. It was not, and I was just like, because it was in Healing Waters, and I was in the window, and they 2-tapped me like into like the walkway coming in from crematorium, and I'm like, what the frick? So, even that though, I don't think slugs are awful. I think the ammo nerf to him did a load of good.
The salty.
Yeah, I think it really brought him.
podcast.
They're super salty. Like
I'm
they have a
salty.
feels bad. Their feels bad gun where like you're gonna get a feels bad of either hitting aim and going, oh my god, why didn't I kill, or I just got 2-tapped 56 meters by Crown and King, what the heck.
Yeah.
Like those are gonna pop up, but it's not. It's very much the non-norm. It's kind of like the nitro. Like, yeah, the nitro's super stupid busted if you get good with it, but it's not the norm to get run into all the time.
Right.
So
True.
doesn't mean it doesn't need a tweak, because both those are also balanced by price of being $800 and $1,100. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a new event though. They didn't do it. It didn't affect slugs at all. We just talked about them.
Yeah. Sorry, tangent.
I think we have to start with the most important note that I made a note after this because I want to go on this rant, and okay. I owe the people an apology.
Uh-oh.
Because the last time we met, I believe my entire commentary was they've added the baseball bat. Anyway, moving on. Believe that's my commentary.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I have since played the baseball bat. Drake has to listen to this rant a third time.
I love
it's freaking great. It's freaking great. It's $20. Immolators gone. Armoreds gone. Grunts bonk. Meatheads kind of gone, and they just slap you. Enemy hunters bonk. It's like the shovel, but you can carry it around with you. It's fabulous. I love it. Tier S tier, amazing. Skin F tier, big fail. Stops looking like baseball bat. I want my baseball bat to be a baseball bat. I've strapped a stupid little compass to it to make it look even dumber, so I can navigate using my baseball bat, and I navigate it straight to the enemy's face. It's fabulous. Play baseball bat, guys. And now
I'm the other way around. I don't want.
We have a legendary skin. We have a legendary baseball boy.
Oh yeah, we do.
I can go strike and then whack somebody in the face. It's awesome. Love it.
Yell strike. Isn't that bowling?
No, you.
What do you mean?
Okay, is it?
Do I not know baseball?
No, correct me if
I'm not a sports person, by the way.
I'm not either.
Oh, okay.
Like, isn't a strike
a home run?
It's inside the? No. A strike is when it's in the box, and they swing and miss, right?
Maybe. And yeah, strike and a miss. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I think
you're right. Is when it's outside the box.
Hi, if you're listening to this podcast right now and you are a sports person, one, what are you doing listening to our podcast? Two, what is football? Exactly. Please leave a comment.
Send it to a PO box at
yeah, we have a PO box.
200.
No, we don't.
But we don't care about baseball. But baseball bats, however, very much care.
You see, but it's funny that you say that about the skin, because I actually like the skin. I don't care for the fact that it's just a cloth wrapped around a stick. I don't like that. But I don't want it to look like a baseball bat because I think it's cheesy. I think it's cheesy. But I don't mind a club. A club is fine.
See, that's the appeal of the baseball bat is not the utility of the baseball bat. Like, it's really good because I like that. I think that's why I like it a little bit more than the saber, because the saber is a little better in PvP because it's got the reachy hitbox. Yeah, and it's a little bit easier to know where it's gonna go. But the baseball bat gets that extra thing of it's easier to predict where you're going to hit a grunt. You can hit multiple grunts. You can get immolators, so you don't have to worry about your other weapon or a tool slot taking care of immolators, which is freaking great. It takes so little stamina to just burn through something. And again, you're using a baseball bat. It's making bonk noises. I thought it was stupid when they added it. And I was right, but in being right, I was wrong. I didn't understand. The stupid was the point. That was the appeal.
The stupid was the point.
Yes.
You know what? That's the title of this podcast. The stupid was the point. Episode 17.
Reject saber, embrace baseball
embrace bat.
Like, why would you bring a bayonet and like be like a meta slave? Mosin bayonet out. Baseball
Screw
bat.
The range.
In.
Screw the long ammo. Yeah. Bring in the bat.
Being in brash, you've got your saber stab teeny, and then you've got your baseball bat, and then your follow up, because you wanna have something for range to follow up your mighty shot. You grab a dingy do, and you're good to go.
And you rapid fire 4 shots into a tree because you have bad aim like me. That's why you
130 muzzle velocity. You can probably outrun it.
You can properly outrun it.
Maybe okay, wait. We got the metal loadout here. You have beetles, which can be outrun by enemy hunters. You have the martini because it's slower than the sparks bullet. You've got the derringer because you can outrun it, and then you have the baseball bat, which you have to outrun them if you want it to be effective. It's
But
perfect. It's
but
amazing.
there's only one problem with this loadout. The beetle got the update, the speed update. It can catch players now.
Again?
It's fast, bro. Have you not played it? The beetle?
I have. I didn't notice that.
Go play the beetle
Oh
again.
my
They
gosh.
increased the speed. It's like twice as fast as it was.
Oh, you know what I'm strictly playing next time I play because I'm close enough to the quest I don't have to worry about them anymore.
Yeah. Do it.
Sparks, poison, shite, beetle. Let's go.
Next time you and I play, we
love it.
gotta run 4 beetles.
We did that last time. Remember, I got some kills, and you're like, "How is this working?" And I'm like, "I don't know."
Oh, I got
it's
a clip.
great.
I actually got a clip today. I got a kill with a stalker beetle today. Actually, yeah, it was nutty.
It's so much fun. It's a special kind of satisfaction because it's not the beetle kill. It's the moment of did I do it? And then as you exit Darksight, you hear like the tail end of the hunter death noise. That's where the satisfaction hits. That's a little dopamine hit right there.
You know what's even better though is the one that I got today. I flew up on a guy and I was too far away to hear a death sound, but I flew up on a guy who was bandaging from bleeding. Like you could see the blood. He was already pouring blood out of his chest, and I flew up on him, and he looked over at me and saw me. And knew what was about to happen, and I blew up.
Stop the bleeding.
Yeah, I blew up, got the hit marker, and I didn't know if he died or not. I didn't know how low he was, so I assumed he didn't die. But when I walked over to where I blew up at, there he was, laying there. That was even better.
We had a match where I hit somebody with bleeding, and then we spent like 15 minutes rotating, and I'm like,
just to find out
we can't find this guy, and then we finally go into the boss lair. Because we're not, if these guys are sweating this hard and just sitting in there not moving, we're not gonna die to this. And then we finally push in a little bit. I'm like, oh, the body, he's dead.
20 minutes later, you gotta extract in 5 minutes.
He ran around a corner, and then a second later died. So he was in cover, so we just assumed, he had stopped the bleeding because he was safe.
Yeah,
and he didn't.
He didn't. He was like, no, I'm good.
Look, people make decisions.
Sometimes not the best decisions, but they make decisions.
What's the bleed ammo they added? Centennial bleed. It's nasty.
I don't think I've actually played the Centennial bleed yet. Dum.
I played it once. It was fine.
Mainly because of Infernal, so I'll wait till this thing is over.
The problem when I play it is I play Centennial because I want to play Winnie and I don't want to worry about leading my shots. That's when I play Centennial. And the issue with bleed ammo is it probably makes it better for when you're going to be fighting with a Centennial.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I'm playing it because I don't want to lead my shots and I don't want to spend money on long ammo.
Do you remember if they added high velocity to Centennial?
No, they added it to Springfield. I have not had a chance to play it. I have never played the Dum Dum Nagant stuff. That is.
I died in Nagant Dum Dum earlier today.
Yeah, I don't think it's good.
Annoying. It was actually surprising because I got hit and I was like, "Ooh, silent Nagant." Then I realized I was bleeding.
Okay.
And I was like, "Oh, I'm bleeding."
Maybe silent Nagant because your muzzle velocity is already garbage, so who cares about making it worse?
I mean, he admitted I was sitting still and staring somewhere else, so that's...
the issue I find with it is because it's not intense bleed like the medium ammo ones, like Springfield Centennial. Yeah. Is you just and it doesn't have the damage. But Springfield's good because you have 140 whatever damage, and then it's intense bleed, and so I have 2 seconds to stop this bleeding.
Right.
You hit somebody once with a Nagant, they're like, "Hey, I've lost 50 and I've got a casual bleed going."
A light bleed, yeah.
Yeah. I think the only thing it really does is it speeds up the 2-tap because sometimes if you hit it might give you a lethal there if they don't stop it, but
right. Yeah.
At that point I'd rather just have
bleed will always put pressure on people.
If it was just the downside of no pin, I think it'd be fine. It's with that one in particular, though. I feel the muzzle velocity. I feel that drop off.
What is the muzzle velocity of the silenced Nagant Dum Dum?
Not good.
Not good. Okay. Is it a dingy do or worse?
It's probably 200.
Jeez.
I don't know because it's 300-ish for pistols depending on what pistol you're playing, and then the silence one knocks it down a grade, and then the guns already I think in the conversion are the lowest too. So you're in like the bottom of the barrel, and then you're slapping on an ammo that makes it go slower.
At least it's not FMJ.
Don't they have the same drop off? Like the same
they might.
slow apply? I'm not sure.
Although, can you imagine FMJ on a silence, like Nagant, and you just fan through a wall and they can't hear you, but they just.
Okay, my mind went benefit to FMJ's damage drop off. Your benefit went, wouldn't it be hilarious if somebody just thought I was wall hacking?
Yeah, basically, like shooting through walls and they can't hear me doing it.
Play Specs FMJ silenced FMJ.
Yeah, let me.
I think that'd be fine. My worst call I think so far is still the Winnie FMJ. I thought that was going to be busted, and it's fine.
Yeah.
I still think it's better than people give it credit for, but
I think it's great with levering, so that when someone's on the other side of the wall, you can just,
I think it's just good
home.
I think that increasing the 2-tap range is really, really good. Mm-hmm. The issue with it is it puts it to pistol muzzle velocity, and I think that makes it, a lot of people just don't, it's weird to aim rifle and have slow bullet. So I think that's the big issue with it. It's like a mental thing. It's like I've seen a lot of people who main Winnie, and then they take high velocity and they suck because they're playing it like a Winnie and not like a Centennial or Labelle.
Right.
Because you're just clicking heads now.
For the
speed. Yeah. Well, it's the thing of sometimes when you have 2,000 hours and you swap something you're used to, it's gonna screw you up. So
that's why you should use every gun at least a little bit.
I thought you were gonna say like that. This is why you should switch to the hunter scheme again.
No.
We had that debate. Because you use hunter, don't you? Sorry, no, you use gunslinger. That's what I meant.
I believe it's gunslinger. It's the one where if I accidentally click left mouse button, I shoot.
Boom. Yeah. No, I mean I'm still in hunter, and it's purely because of habit. I think, and we talked about this in the Discord, but this is the funny pitch I would give for using hunter is, look, hunt's a slow game a lot of times. You need to take your time. My previous playing game was Destiny. You don't need trigger discipline really. You don't really that's the reaction time. So like sometimes I'm like, it's been 5 minutes, I'm gonna rush the boss layer. And then Hunter forces me to you need to pull up your gun, watch your corner before you just dead sprint in.
Yep.
So it forces me to slow down sometimes, which I think is a benefit to it. So
that's fair, actually. Yeah.
If you play like an Anton crack, switch to Hunter.
An Anton.
That's my pitch. Let's see what else came with the event. I think it's turned into an event one. So, uppercut precision. I like having uppercut, but not breaking my spine when I fire. That's nice.
Yeah, I haven't used the Deadeye variant yet.
The Deadeye's funny.
I've only used I haven't bought it myself. I've only found it. It was funny because I found it and I was low on ammo, so I picked it up real quick, fired a few rounds, got a hit, then picked up my other guns and ran and ran in.
I like them both a whole lot. The thing that I really appreciate is I really appreciate having several options now for long ammo medium slots.
That's fair. What's your opinion of it versus something like the Mobrez?
Preference.
Just preference?
Mobrez is because the damage drop-off is a rifle for the Obrez, but you have more sway.
Right.
So if you're used to the sway, it's better at range, but if you're if you're not used to the sway, then the uppercut a little bit better at range. And then the uppercut's better up close because it's got it's still got basically the same fire rate. I can't remember which one's faster, but I think it depends on if you have I think it depends on if you have Iron Devastator or Iron Repeater, Iron Sharpshooter. No answer. Iron Sharpshooter or not, because
you went through all of them until the last one.
Yeah, I went through the shotgun one first.
I was like, wait, what?
I don't know why I went to Iron Devastator first, but I think it depends on which one's faster in the sights there.
Right.
But yeah, I think it's preference. I think the big benefit that the Obliz has is the custom ammos and the
Okay.
damage drop off. Because Incendiary is way better because damage drop off doesn't start till 40 meters.
Right.
So
So you
that's
get that
double
one
the
tap
distance.
fire.
Yep, which is so much better. Like it makes the world of difference for ammos. And then it gets Spitzer, whereas the uppercut precision gets explosive, I think.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, it's
I
explosive
mean,
and
yeah,
FMJ.
you can take that. You can't even fan it like the normal one. Get like your meme grenade launcher. So,
Right. What was the other ammo type
um,
for uppercut? It's
I
explosive
think
and.
it's just uppercut. It's just incendiary and explosive, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, I think you're right. Sorry, I was thinking it had
Because
FMJ.
it doesn't get FMJ. Because normal conversion gets FMJ, but uppercut does not.
I mean, base uppercut ammo could probably pin just as well as conversion FMJ. So.
Probably similar. So the big thing there is the difference in uh, damage drop off. I think is slightly better for the uppercut, but the big thing is your muzzle velocity is 400 versus 280.
280, yeah.
Yeah, which
So
is
something like that.
it's not
Much,
fast.
yeah. It's still a lot better with that.
That being said, Romero half penny half normal with Caldwell conversion FMJ is still a absolutely amazing budget loadout. So I think I prefer Romero half and half with a PAX now instead because I
Interesting.
think it's because budget. Because if I'm playing budget,
Oh, right.
$80 for the packs and being easy to resupply is better than I think it's 100-ish now for FMJ. It's like a $20 difference, but again, I'm playing budget.
How much?
Like
How much hunt dollars do you have saved?
17,000,
It
I think.
baffles me that you.
120,000.
It baffles me that you talk about budget loadouts when you have no need to talk about budget loadouts.
Look,
I
so
prestige every chance I get when it's not an
yeah.
event.
So
So.
I always want to make sure my perks are ready. So I've got my 50/50s. I'm now at I think I'm at 54/50s, and I've always got one slot that I can play, and then I'm playing budget to conserve my modest income.
Your modest income, yeah. Me dancing around my 20K mark.
It feels so bad to pay $500 for a gun.
I mean, sure it does, but
And you're like, okay, why don't you use your contraband ones? Yeah, but what if I need it later?
Right.
What
Okay,
am I gonna do?
that's the RPG game potion hoarding. Because what if I need it later?
That's my
Argument.
issue. I came from like this was
That was
so
me as a kid. I feel you.
You have to understand. I basically played RPGs, and then I played Destiny, which is just an RPG with shooter mechanics.
Yeah.
Like 2 weeks of like original Fortnite, like I think it was like season 2 or 3, whatever, with the friends on occasion when we were all together.
I'm sorry.
7 Days to Die, which is just an RPG,
Yeah.
and then Hunt.
A proper
So like
shooter.
everything, conserve your resources. Hey, spend your guns, spend your because it gives you guns that you can take into the bio. And I go,
But I gotta reserve
no.
my money.
Yeah, but what if?
But what?
And then like I'm even thinking like, oh, the prestige rework's coming. I should just work through my. I think I currently now I play uppercut. I like uppercut. Sometimes I won't bring an uppercut because I wonder if I run out of money to buy an uppercut. I currently have 75 uppercuts and 118 whatever
Excuse me?
$1,000.
You have 75 uppercuts?
I do like 75 uppercuts right now.
How?
And then I have something like
Well,
I
hold on,
probably
hold on.
I probably have 20 30 contraband ones of the legendaries
No, okay,
because I put them on the
back to
previous
this.
hunters.
Back to the 75. How did you get to 75 uppercuts, bro?
Okay.
This is for me. This isn't for the viewers. I want to know how the hell did you get to 75 uppercuts?
Okay, Drake. So picture this.
I'm picturing.
You've died 2 rounds in a row.
Mm-hmm.
You need to get a new hunter.
Right.
You reshuffle your hunter.
Uh-huh.
You see a hunter with doctor.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
So you buy the hunter with doctor, and then you want to play long ammo with it because range thin is the best way to take advantage of the benefit.
Sure.
And it's the first time starting in the bayou, so you don't want to go too invested. So you buy a Sparks, you buy an officer, you slap some your basic lead shot, small bit shot, dynamite stick, heavy knife, med kit, choke bomb, throwing axes like a Chad with all the budget things.
Okay, sure. I'm still
and
picturing.
then you go into the bayou.
Yeah.
Now, what you've done is you bought a tier 3 hunter.
Okay.
that
Yeah.
came with 2 uppercuts and a dodge, and you've unequipped them. But since you're not taking them into the bayou, you haven't actually paid for them. That's how my mind works. And then you
Never mind the equipment price gets worked into the cost of the tier 3 hunter that you just purchased.
Oh, I think I have. What is it? The equipment that I don't use. I probably have 70, 80 decoy fuses. At one point, I had 100 alert trip mines.
I learn something new about you every time we talk.
I've got like 25 derringers. Like because I buy the hunter and then I go, here's your budget load, and then you're like, oh, so then when you win a match,
so is there
you give them something new? And I go, no, why would I do that? Because now they've got the perks to offset the fact that I don't need to give them better equipment because now they have perks to make up for it.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
why
is there anything that you
shot when you can get position?
Is there anything that you don't stack up on? Like you purposely just like, nah, throw it out. Like hive bombs. How many hive bombs do you have, Baldy? How many hive bombs do you have sitting there in your inventory right now? This has turned into a
we're checking
drill Baldy about his choices.
I'm watching right now. Do contraband consumables count?
Well, no, because
I can't store them up.
Yeah, you can only stack so
many of those. Stack one.
Yeah.
Well, and even that's not true because like I've got a bunch of dynamite bundles because I unequip them and then I put them onto my 50/50s. They're my storage. They hold.
That's right.
Because
you
at
use
some
yours
point,
as storage.
At some point, I'm going to need those things. So, and hey, I played occasionally. I played a Dodge Precision the other night, and they were like, "You're disgusting," and I'm like, "I've got 14 of them. You know, why not?" How many hive bombs do I have? I'm finding them. Where are hive bombs? I only have 16.
Only 16. That's.
I have 11 antidote shot, 25 big antidote shots, 14 flash bombs, 14 concertina bombs.
That's not worth taking anymore. The flash bombs.
31 wax dynamite sticks, 34 dynamite bundles, which I actually use, 14 frag bombs, 19 big dynamite bundles, 35 fire bombs, 23 liquid fire bombs.
Okay, follow-up question. Do you just buy all of the hunters on the recruitment screen and then wipe their inventories?
I buy one hunter.
Yeah.
The one I'm going to use, and then I wipe his inventory, and I equipped it with
the things that you want to take.
Heavy knife med kit, choke bombs.
I see.
Throwing axe, small Legion shot, small Legion shot. I've upgraded. I'm a big spender now.
If you've made it
small
this far,
bit shot, dynamite stick.
If you've made it this far into the podcast, please leave a comment and let me know if you do what Baldy does or if you just buy it on the fly like what I think is normal.
Let me check. I might have. Okay, I exaggerate. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I have 74 uppercuts. I don't have 75.
Oh, good. I was afraid you might be an addict or something with the 75.
Yeah.
It's only 74.
I have 15 labels.
The 75 just blows it all out of the water, but like the fact that you actually hold on to 16 hive bombs. Do you ever take a hive bomb in with you? I'm curious.
If I'm memeing.
Okay, well, that's fair, I guess.
The one that I'm surprised by is the dynamite bundle because I actually play dynamite bundle.
Are you sure you're not accidentally buying them?
I think it's because you can get them from lunchboxes, so a lot of times they're contraband. I don't think I have anything. Is there any tools that I have a ridiculous amount of?
Wait a minute. If you have a placeable toolbox, and you get something out of it, but you don't use it and you leave, does that become contraband or is that considered yours? Because you brought it in technically through the lunchbox.
No, it's contraband because you got it from the thing. Yeah.
That's silly, but okay.
So uppercut's the big one that I have just
a crap ton of.
I have a couple. Because you get a couple. You get them a lot from reshuffles, and then I go, that's a new hunter. So this has been eye-opening. This is a well-adjusted.
This has been eye-opening.
You know.
Learn your friends, everybody. Learn your friends.
I play the uppercuts. I take them out for air occasionally.
For air. Yeah.
It's the thing of it's not
You
just
just
the
have a
70.
you just have a trench coat with just uppercuts lining the inside across
You
multiple rows.
you just got like a bucket full of uppercuts.
Bucket. Yeah. Oh wow.
The thing that bothers me though that like I feel bad about isn't the 74 uppercuts. It's that I have like 3 or 4 sets of all the legendaries
And they're not
because
yours.
yeah, because I can only store 2 of them, so I don't know how many I have because like I'll put them on the hunters in the roster, and so like I probably have like 16 Camousite Moons because people actually play that one, and so like
Right.
I pick it up and then they go, time to buy a pack. Or more often for that it'd be
Time
like,
to buy a storage unit, aka a hunter.
well, and like sometimes it'll be like, oh, I want to play Mosin or Spoke Sniper, and then I want like a fast firing sidearm with it, but yeah, so
Fair enough.
the new event has brought a new kind of uppercut for me too. Horde.
Right.
I'm very excited to get up to 74 precisions. I think the one because I haven't played it a lot yet because I'm waiting for the legendary before I play it real heavy. Is I'm actually kind of excited for the Deadeye because I really like the Nagant Deadeye. I mean, like
Right.
2 other people really if you're a Chad Gaunt Precision Deadeye enjoyer, comment low that you're Chad and your favorite ammo type because I think it's funny. Again, that's the story that we didn't tell.
What's that?
I forgot. I got a Hunter 250 and won 4 matches in a row playing Nagant Deadeye, High Velocity, and Baseball Bat. Like I kept.
That's gross.
I don't know how it worked.
That's
but
gross.
it did, and it was really funny.
Yeah,
it was
who
really
knows?
great.
You might have a whole cult following on your choices there.
It was really funny
could.
because it was like, oh, I'll play like Bertha, like Mosin Sniper, just die at spawn.
Nope.
I'm gonna play Nagant Deadeye Baseball Bat, and I was like, there you go, you've done it, you've cracked the code. But yeah, so the event has being jealous of the uppercut stash, but you don't like uppercut, do you?
I don't mind it. I don't really use it that often, but
see, it's you and I think it's Riley who I really like playing with because there's always the uppercut on the floor, and I go, "Can I have it?" And you guys
yeah, go ahead.
"Yeah, sure, whatever." And I'm like,
okay,
$400. That's $400 I can store on my hunter and never use.
My reasoning there is usually because I one of 2 things. One, I'm using my current offhand for ammo for my main, or I'm using like I came in mentally prepared to use my crappy poison ammo.
I paid for the whole gun. I'm gonna use the whole gun.
Yeah. It's like I came in mentally prepared to use my offhand, so I'm gonna use that offhand. And that's probably
I definitely get into the thing where I brought the officer because I want to be the officer.
Yeah.
So whether or not it's the best thing for the situation.
Now on the way out of the match, if I'm like, hey, I have this.
You're fighting me for it.
Nagant, yeah. If I had this Nagant silenced and there's an uppercut laying there, I may not even say anything. I just might go like, yoink.
I will say I gotta play during this event. I got to play some drilling Dum Dum.
Yeah.
And I don't know if this is bad, but I've been really enjoying playing it with Springfield Dum Dum as well because you get a buttload of ammo for it.
Right.
The Dum Dum's really good for like longish range because the muzzle velocity is respectable and you get that first shot to kind of adjust your aim. And then as long as you get a tag, the heavy bleed will apply the pressure that you want. Right. You might not get the kill, but like the pressure is nice.
Yeah.
And then the Springfield Dum Dum is really good in range, as is you get 3 shots that are all potentially 1 shot in medium range, and then if they get close, you switch to the shotgun. And it's really like having that 3rd shot is really good, especially when you're like 2-on-1, like you're outnumbered. Because hitting somebody and then them going, hey, that's their 2 shots, so let's charge them and go, surprise Springfield.
Right.
It's,
so wait,
it's
do you
actually
like the drilling?
Spicy, I found.
Drilling
yes.
Dum Dum specifically?
I like the drilling. I don't play it because the cost is so much.
Right.
I could add to my uppercut stash with that. So
Okay. Because
I think
I have a
yeah.
small, probably hot take. I don't know though. To me, the drilling is just as bad as a dolch. You know how the obviously the dolch got nerfed, so it's not nearly as bad as it used to be. But remember,
Yeah,
do you
I think
remember
the Dolch is fine now.
Yeah, do you remember the original hatred of dolch users back in the day? Where
I
like
do, because I thought it was stupid, because the real problem wasn't the Dolch issues, it was the freaking officer users. Which, by the way, still hasn't been nerfed, it's just the cost now. The officer is still a bigger problem, you just see it less. Anyway,
well,
sorry, go on.
I guess it's not that big of a problem if you see it less, or it's less of a problem if you see it
Yeah,
less.
the budget, the problem with the officer was, you got killed by it multiple times from multiple different teams every single match.
Right.
With like the Dolch, it was, I feel like I'm losing unfairly slightly more. The officer was that though so much more often because it was $30.
Yeah.
You grab it.
I forgot it was that cheap.
Yeah, you grab Spike's officer for under $200. You've got probably one of like the top 3 loadouts in the game. It's insane.
Fair, because of how fast it fires with the sparks.
Yeah, it only costs like $250 now, guys. Don't sleep on it. Add in another 30, and you get either incendiary or poison on your spikes, which can either make your spikes a one tap and set people on fire, or it can give you make them poison for a couple of seconds, so then you can rush them with your high fire rate side aim. Both are very, very good and very, very cheap.
Right.
So yeah, Dolch drilling.
Yeah, but so anyway, no, no, I put drilling in the same category as the Dolch users from back in the day. I can't stand the drilling.
I
can't stand dying to the drilling, and I'm one of those people where if I don't like a gun because I hate when I die to it, I don't use it. I don't want to be a hypocrite.
Yeah, the thing with the drilling, because I definitely feel that. Because the thing with the drilling is it came out in the event, it was good, and it was the new hotness, and so it was also really good in the rain because it's really good close to medium range,
Right.
which is crime rain, and so it was died to the drilling the event, and I definitely feel that. I think it's less oppressive now, but I did wipe a server with it the first time we brought it out, so.
Yeah, I imagine people are taking it generally less than when it was new, right?
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. And I mean,
yeah.
I also didn't really judge people too much, like when it came out during that event because it was new. I figured.
So you probably don't want it dropped in price.
Everyone was gonna use it. Say again.
So you don't want it dropped in price.
No. Well, okay.
Because I think it needs to be like 350.
Okay, that's reasonable. I was about to say if it's like a mid 300 round or area, that's fine. I'd be okay with that. But I'm also okay if it just stayed where it's at.
It's the thing of it's very good, but I feel like the fact that it's kind of a medium close range thing, at least I get to see the people killing me. Whereas like Mosin, I'm glad it's $500 because look, sometimes you just get two tapped by a Mosin from 100 meters, and you're just like, it's the meme of the guy with the bags. Oh, I'm such a lucky boy. I'm glad I came here and had a great time. So.
To me, the drilling, like just base ammo drilling, kind of feels like how slugs should be, because they can be used close range, or like their best close range. But I don't know, the slugs one tapping just infuriates me.
Yeah.
It's like there's a reason why it's a shotgun. Use the buckshot. Use the dragon's breath. Something with spread. It's a shotgun, but I get it.
I think here's the thing. I don't think the slugs are broken right now. I think they're actually pretty decent where they are. Like, I wouldn't be opposed to another balance patch if it was handled carefully, but I think they're okay where they are. I like buckshot more because if I'm playing a shotgun, it's because I want to shift W.
Right.
You know,
yeah.
I want to run and gun, and the slugs. Yeah, well, might they be better? It leads in the run and gun. Sometimes it's better, but it leads to so much more of the I missed by a pixel and now I'm dead.
Yeah, that happened to me today.
Yeah, I don't think slugs are busted. It's the issue with them is they're a very, very feels bad mechanic because you play them, you hit a leg or an arm, or you're off by a pixel, you thread the needle of like their armpit, and then suddenly you're dead, even though like your shot was pretty close to being amazing.
Happened to me today.
Yeah, and now you're just dead, which is bad. Or it's I got tagged at 12 meters, that feels awful.
Yeah.
Even if it was the first shot and the same thing would have happened with Romero.
Right.
Because I think that's the thing that a lot of
Isn't
people.
the Romero slug higher damage? Because it's
maybe
one round reload.
Romero's kill range is 15 meters, I think.
Okay.
And Romero slugs is 15 meters. It's supposed to make it more consistent. Honestly, I don't think this is gonna sound weird, but I don't think the ammo drop is worth it, because I would prefer to be able to peek around, fire quickly from the hip, and then jump around and come back into safety a couple times, and like wait out the meds and stuff, and have a slightly more inconsistent thing. Whereas, I missed my 2 shots. I'm screwed.
Right. Yeah.
But then again, in Romero, you take them both.
Right.
Have the best of both worlds.
We should probably hop back on the topic.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. What else is new in the event? Uppercut precision, very good. Shotgun dingy do covered.
Shotgun dingy do. Oh geez. See, this is why I like
Springfield High Velocity. I haven't played it.
I think I played it once, but I didn't get to really experience it yet because I died quickly.
I mean, I feel like the good thing with it is you can take Springfield Marksman High Velocity blade now, and I feel like that's really good. If you like Springfield, you've gotten an upgrade. Yeah. But
that's actually a good point, because actually the Springfield Marksman was one of my original favorites before I learned that the Lebel existed.
Well, I think the see, here's the issue, because one of my favorite loadouts is Springfield Marksman with Fanning Swift, the Fanning Scotfield.
Oh, about Swift.
But the issue with that is, okay, so you're taking Springfield Marksman, so you want to take High Velocity because Sniper. You want to take Bleed because really good. Okay, only now the reason Springfield plus Swift is really good is you get so much reserve ammo, you can kind of spam the Fanning a little bit. Mm-hmm. Like, you hit them once from 20 meters and you just fan down, and even if you miss them all, which, it's Fanning, it's likely to happen.
Yeah.
You don't really care because you have 30 reserves.
Right, but now you got to reload. But then again, I guess the Fanning is fine because it's Swift.
But now if you're splitting with 2 custom ammos and 1 normal, while you pick up ammo really well from resupplies, it's now harder to get back. The Swift ammo becomes an issue because, okay, you fire more downrange, you've now spent a third of your ammo, which is
right.
So
I guess if we could find a or do you know if there's any pistols that have medium ammo pistols that have high velocity?
No, there ain't. Okay. I think because that's why it's kind of special, because it's the first medium high velocity after the Vetterli. Right. I think the way you take it is you either take it with a compact fast fire rate one as your pistol for easy resupplies in close quarter combat, and then with Bleed and high velocity, or you take Springfield Marksman or normal Springfield, either one mix, with 1 high velocity or Dum Dum. You just take whichever one you prefer, and then normal ammo for the Swifty. I think that's what you do. I think it's one of the 2.
Okay. Yeah, that would work.
Yeah. Or double Springfield.
There's okay, rat. We can there's also what is it called? The Marksman Berthy. That's a new one.
Yeah,
that's actually my favorite one.
The issue with the Bertha Marksman.
Other than the bat.
The issue with the Bertha Marksman has absolutely effing nothing to do with the Bertha Marksman.
Okay.
I'm very excited to play the Bertha Marksman, but this entire event I've not gotten any quest besides incendiary damage that would be good to play with the Bertha Marksman, and so I just haven't gotten to play it yet. I have 3 hunters kitted out with Bertha Marksmans with like half Spitzer and half incendiary or whatever, and I'm so excited to play it, and I just never do.
That's unfortunate.
I'm very, very excited about it. I like it. I like the Bertha a lot. So I've
Like,
seen a couple clips of you playing it. So
yeah, it's a good gun. I've always liked the
I
Berthy.
love the Bertha.
There was a period I
I,
think where I didn't like the Berthy for some reason. I don't remember
yep,
what period that was. If it was like early or mid
it was like
between.
mid because I remember like gushing about the Bertha, and you're like, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, I remember. I've always been okay with it, but there was something about after it came out, after the original glow of it died down, that I was like,
Yeah,
but it's
I
back. I
adore it.
love that gun. It's
The
back.
the split ammo is amazing. You can effectively do a partial reload for like 12 seconds if you really want by switching to one ammo and then switching back. Bullet grubber animation so much fun. It feels like I know it's nothing like an M1 Grand, but it brings me back to playing Medal of Honor and using the M1 Grand, which was stupid good in that
I think
game.
this is their nod to the M1 Grand
Yeah,
because
it's
that reload.
freaking yeah, freaking Vanguard. I don't know. They feel the M1 Grand and both of them feel the same.
Uh,
I need to go back and play and find out like what it is. I think it's just the sounds. Um, I love the Bertha so much. It's so much fun. It's got the Riposte variant, so I'm like, I think the Bertha's replaced the Martini as my favorite long ammo gun. Oh, and the most important thing, it's the cheapest long ammo rifle.
Wait, which one?
The Bertha. It's
Oh,
the
the
cheapest
Bertha.
long ammo rifle, right? Yeah. Am I
Uh,
wrong?
technically no, that's not true. Sparks.
Okay, I'm not. Well, Martini's cheaper. It's multi-shot long ammo rifle.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
multi-shot. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Um, which makes me think: does the Crag need to drop to be the same price as the Bertha?
I would love that. It's got a sniper variant.
Because the Crag, I don't think the sniper should drop. You stop that.
I can wish.
The Crag is. I still think it's really, really good. My opinion hasn't changed. I think the two tap, even without being able to one tap people missing 25, is still so good.
Yeah.
I think it's actually better doing this event because so many people have full health so often.
Yeah.
Um,
And they can regen so quickly.
but I don't see it.
We should do it.
I just don't see it much. I think it's so good.
How about our post game? We
But
just
I want to play both the Marksman now and baseball bat.
fair. That's actually the
I will
duos
say,
that
I
I
think-
played a lot was Berthy Marksman and baseball bat, and it was fun.
I will say
It
I
was so much
did
fun.
kill somebody with the both the Marksman with the baseball bat after reviving by slow slapping him.
Oh, you told me about that.
And it was so funny. I felt so bad afterwards
Did you?
because he
It was a
looted me. And
self-revive, right?
yeah, I stood up because he walked over the hill to throw it at me for some reason. So I picked while he lit the Molotov, and then I just jumped off, and he like panicked. I just whacked him like 2 times in the head.
That's amazing.
Oh, I felt so bad because like he was being a responsible player. He was booting the solo like he was
Yeah.
supposed to. He just. You could tell because like I waited long enough, like I didn't revive immediately. So he was doing the clear thing of I should burn this like a responsible hunt player. This is like in Magic, any Magic players, you pay the Ristic Study tax like a responsible Magic player. He's doing what he's supposed to, but he just kind of he like into like autopilot when he clicked burn, and I just popped up and I had resilience, and I just he missed his one shot, and I just bopped him in the face.
I love it. That's amazing.
uh, is there anything else about the baseball bat event that we're
Baseball
missing?
bat event, though you're not calling it that.
Yeah, tide of bats.
Tide of bats. I mean, that would actually be a good name for it. Anyway.
Shut up. How do you feel about the skins this time around?
The gun skins are pretty good.
I don't really like any of them.
I don't mind them.
Yeah.
They're
all so subdued.
but also like
I think. Sorry,
not
go.
base. They're just
Yeah,
that was it.
I agree. But then none of them give me like I really like Augusta. Like Augusta's my favorite Winnie skin. Like it's Augusta and Red Mountain, which are both very simple skins. None of the new ones give it to me. They all have like the
There's
simple
no polished ones, no polished skins.
Yeah, they're all just like the simple but cobbled together.
Yeah.
And I'm like I like the base uppercut precision skin. I think more than the legendary.
Okay.
because you
fair.
get like the gold inlays and like the gold hammer, and it looks a little bit light to me.
I do like the dichotomy that they have of like some skins are like the grungy Bayou,
Mhm.
you know, there's bones tied to it and charms and stuff, but then there's also the skins that are like the Somnus, where it's clean and like it was
No,
on
I-
a mantle at some point, you know? Like I
No,
like
I
that.
agree, but
I like
it's
that.
the thing of like, okay, but if we're gonna make it look like cobbled together, like make like the stock of the uppercut precision, make it like a broken boat or something, or like pieces of like a piece of wood. Like go a little bit further so it doesn't just look like the uppercut precision, but you've been downed once and has mud on it now.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that's my issue. It's
Do
not
do
that
a little
it's,
something extra.
it's the thing of it's not that I don't like them, because the backbone Betterly skin, I don't like it, but I think it's good, and I'm glad that like the players do have that. The uppercut precision skin, I'm like, you've got like there's kind of some like cloth tied around it, which is kind of neat. That's about it.
I think those the cloth draped over the gun skins are kind of lazy. I think the only one that I like is
Yeah, but
the only one
they
that I
look
like
cool.
is Hailstorm. They do look. I mean, I like it, but it's also like
I would say
kind of lazy.
the one I agree with you on is the prodigal daughter one. I think is who's it for. The one that's literally just Mesa updraft, but
Oh yes, yeah, yeah.
it's
Forewarning.
just the
Forewarning.
It's just the updraft or
Yeah.
updraft, whatever it is.
The Vetterly Deadeye.
She just blue,
Yeah, like a navy dark blue. Yeah. Yeah.
and I'm not opposed to them doing. I like it's just I think the thing that bugs me about that one is it's in the DC. Like if it was a BB
Oh.
one or like a event skin, I'd be like, cool, you're just adding skins to the game. But that one, I'm like,
That was
that one's money.
people use
Though.
direct
Like,
money for that.
you have to pay for that one, and I think that's why
I don't know.
that bugs
Maybe
me.
not.
But the one I do like the I do like some of the dingy ones. I really like the Deadeye, the uppercut Deadeye. It is why I am finishing the event.
Just to get that skin.
Yeah, I could not give less of a fuck about the other with that last legendary hunter.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't really care for it either, to be honest with you. I mean, I actually do like though that they went with another boss to theme a hunter off of, because they have the scrap meat hunters,
that's fine.
you know, in DLC, and now they have the pig one. I just
They
don't
could
know how
have
they're gonna get away with the
gone like
spider.
full pig. They could have gone like full pig mask though, and I could have made like saw noises and been like, nah,
How'd that
you
go?
know, nah,
Oh, okay, thank you.
whatever a pig sounds like.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not gonna make the squeal because that if anybody's listening on headphones,
Well,
that would be awful.
That and it'll get clipped and used on streams and stuff.
No, please.
Used
Actually,
in a Discord
do we need to
soundboard.
cut that? Do we need to cut that? Is that gonna be? Is that
No,
gonna be
it's not.
clipped?
It's not getting cut. We'll keep that.
Don't clip that.
Oh, wow, you called third out? Is that what you said?
No, I said don't clip that.
I thought you said don't clip that third. I was like, dang.
Is Third the one who would clip this? I mean, I will.
I mean, he might. I don't know.
Shout out to Third and his
shout out to third.
and his. If you're unaware, completely tangent. I'm gonna tie this in because both it sounds like the M1 Grand. M1 Grand clearly makes you go, I wish I could play Minecraft in. I wish I could do World War II Storm the Beaches of Normandy in Minecraft.
Just played that last night.
Well, Third has your back, and some other people who I don't know, so they don't get plugged.
Scott's the guy that makes it.
Good old Scott, we love him.
Good old Scott.
You love him, Scott. But yeah, they've got a really cool Minecraft like complete overhaul thing, and it's always really funny because in like the Discord they post like a video of like working on like the like animations, and it is a surreal experience to see like a Minecraft HUD, and then have some like a legit animation with like good sound design, reloading an M1 Grand or something.
Yeah.
And like your mind's going, this is Minecraft. But it's not. It's one of the
here's this
things.
World War II German pistol or whatever, and you're like, what?
You're expecting it to do like the up click from like Combat Evolved or something,
right?
You get an actual like.
You're expecting something cheesy.
I'm like,
yeah, and it's actually very well done.
Actually good. It's wild.
Yeah, honestly, it's a mod for Minecraft. You can find it on excuse me,
Block
CurseForge.
front?
It's called Blockfront.
Yeah.
On CurseForge, there is other places you can get it as well, but CurseForge Blockfront, it's a World War II Minecraft mod. It's a total overhaul.
Can you like clip it or plug it in the description?
Yeah, I can do that. I'll also
Yeah,
put Hunt Banished Extract podcast in the description as well.
Yeah.
Give a link to their Spotify and whatnot. Yeah.
So, other than there's the okay. Here's the really funny thing. So the new skin, right? The firefighter dude.
Yes.
So everybody in my friend group saw that and immediately went, "Oh, it's a Kriegsman." It's like they've added the Krieg, like World War One dude from, like the Krieg from Warhammer. And I was like, okay, it's coincidence, whatever, blah, 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 blah. We went on. So I was listening to Psycho Ghost the other day, and he had a guest on of Dennis.
Oh.
Dennis,
nice.
the absolute legend, lead game designer, whatever, of Hunt. So he plays 40K, and they talked about painting 40K, and he's got some, really nicely painted ultramarines, like,
of course very
clean.
Dennis.
Yeah, very clean style, like, I wasn't aware he was a fan, but they're just very clean. Like I look at them, like, oh, those are nice, and like some of them I converted and stuff. Like pretty well done. I'm impressed. And he was talking about painting Krieg. Now I'm not saying that Dennis went to Out Design and was like, put a Kriegsman in Hunt. But I am saying Dennis might have had a hand, or at least took joy in the fact that it happened.
Yeah,
so,
that's kind of cool.
When they went to him and he's like, "Oh, just like slightly, like tweak it slightly, make it put like the Imperial insignia right here or something."
I heard that someone on Reddit found a I actually learned this from Hunt Banish Extract podcast that on Reddit someone posted a like French fireman's mask or whatever from the era, and it looks just like the mask in Hunt on the guy.
Oh yeah, they do a pretty good job with stuff like that.
I didn't even realize it was a fireman. It just kind of blew my mind. I also learned from them that Binge.com lost the rights to the Hunt show that they were going to make, so that's not happening now. It makes me sad.
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry.
Wasn't it
random tangent, but it popped in my head.
Did they like announce that or something?
I don't know if it was ever announced because I haven't seen it myself.
Totally unaware of that.
Yeah, I learned it through them. But they apparently Hunt did say that they're still open to giving the rights to someone to make something. It's just Binge doesn't have it now.
I thought they were making like an animated, like was there talks about.
I didn't hear about animated. I only heard about like a live action show.
I saw that as like an offhand mention, so that could be total BS. I don't know.
Totally. All right, don't take that.
But
as the gospel then.
If anybody knows, again, let us know.
Please leave a comment.
we're just comment farming today. No, yes, it's the thing of this is legitimate. The nice thing about this is and look, if you want to comment for like the whole comment for the algorithm, awesome, thank you. Yeah. But it is the thing of it is fun to get comments, because like it's a small thing, so it is fun to actually be like, oh yeah, people are listening, and like this is. Like there are times when, people pop into like Twitch or stuff, and you're just like, oh, I just legitimately hadn't considered that. So it's fun to get feedback to kind of incorporate into these things.
Well, and Baldy and I are both streamers, so like when we're streaming and someone comes in and effectively comments or chats with us, like that interaction is so much fun. We love that interaction. I won't speak for you, but I assume that's the same for you, where the interaction with people while we're doing what we do is so much fun. We love that. So
that's the whole point with doing any of this, right? Yeah. Like it's entertainment and the community interactions.
At least we hope you're entertained.
Are you not entertained?
Well, now they are because you said it.
Oh, speaking of streaming, I was so freaking. I'm gonna rant here. Totally unrelated again. This is the off-topic podcast.
Now it is.
Alan Wake 2 came out, and I only played Alan Wake 3-4 years ago, right? Mm-hmm. But it quickly became top 5, possibly favorite game, right?
Okay.
The only reason I haven't put it there is like there's a couple other games I need to replay before I'm like, yeah, it does beat those out. Now, the other thing is also the gameplay isn't. Look, you play it for the story.
Okay, got it.
And the second one came out. The second one, American Nightmare, came out a couple years later, and originally supposed to be Alan Wake 2, and it was owned by Microsoft, got into the big thing, axed it, said basically release it next year. They went, okay, and they released it as American Nightmare, and it's like a side story. I don't even know if it's canon. Who knows?
Oh.
It was fine. The nice thing was they improved combat so much. That was actually some fun in that game.
Mm-hmm.
Alan Wake 2 just came out. 13 years since the game dropped. Again, you play Alan Wake for the story. The story's really good. Drake, what part of the game would you make sure is working properly on release
Probably
for your story game?
Probably the beginning, to make sure that people have a nice, smooth intro into the game. And
so, the start of the game, maybe the cutscenes?
Yeah, sure. Definitely.
You'd make sure they'd run. Drake, would you make sure the audio works?
Yes, I totally would. Make sure the audio works for whatever I'm working on.
It desynced by 5 seconds in the opening cutscene. Which, by the way, the opening the line of the cutscene is kind of like a nod to the audio of everybody comes to a story with expectations. Yeah, my expectation is your cutscene's gonna work. And
by the way,
so that one was rough. I got through it. Some of the dialogue's a little lip syncs are off, which is annoying, but it's not game breaking. The cutscene, halfway through the first chapter, because it's split up like episodes of a TV show. The one halfway through the first chapter, between loading screens, the cutscene goes, and I'm just like, oh, this is diegetic. It's just the cutscene of the cow driving. And then as I'm in the loading screen, going into the next part of the game, I get the dialogue from the cutscene. I'm not in the cutscene. I'm in the loading screen. It was
odd.
Wild. Now, all of this said, I still love Remedy. I'm hoping the game's good. I have both a lot of complaints and a lot of praise for the first chapter.
Fix the cutscene.
But yeah, the thing. Now, if it was day one, I'd get it. You always have the expectation things, but I purposely waited until Wednesday night. I think Tuesday, Wednesday night, and it released on Friday. Okay. And then I think it was you could play it Thursday if you got the early access. So I'm like, it was.
Have you looked? Is there widespread concern over this in the Alan Wake community?
Yeah, I thought it was me because I was like, oh, it must be because my rig 2060's minimum requirements, because people don't know how to optimize a game anymore. But I was like, oh, it must be me, and then I googled maybe somebody else has had it. No, it's like a thing. Several people have had it, to the point where one of the movie reviewers, I watched. We played Halloween. Oh, not Halloween. We played the first Alan Wake because they're like, oh hey, we're going to Alan Wake's 2 is coming out. It's Halloween. Play up to it. Mm-hmm. And then his friend streamed Alan Wake 2 because he had the pre-release thing, and they got the audio bug so bad they both dropped it.
Wow.
Yeah, which is really upsetting because now look,
audio is key. Audio is king when it comes to anything at this point because that's how it is for streaming. If your TV doesn't have your audio set up right, audio is king. I get it, right? But it's the thing of the opening part of the cutscenes, a monologue on off
ambient-ish background, and it's wild. And so, if anybody's curious, there's my Alan Wake thing. I don't want to give a full review so far because I'm in chapter 1. I just finished chapter 1. The horror aspect of it seems very, very good. There's a lot of things that they've rolled over from the first game, the lighting, which is really cool. So this blue-green tinge from the first game is rolled over. The new character, I don't know if I hate her or like her. She seems fine, but there's a lot of it's the what's it called? It's when you get something bad so often and you get the warning signs for it.
Red flags.
Yeah, I'm getting the red flags for it, but there's nothing So like one of the it's this FBI agent who's being like her mentor FBI agent. They both all like they're partners. They're off on a mission, and she's like, "Oh, how you when you gonna retire?" Blah 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 blah. And he's like, "Well, I might, but like not like you. You can lead this case because you've solved other cases that have left the rest of us baffled. You're doing so great." And it's like, okay, this is bad. Like the whole show don't tell. I know you told it all the time, but like, please don't go. I'm so glad that you're here, new person. Because you're so good at solving cases.
Right.
And like they're throwing a lot of just things that she can do at us.
Okay.
It's also
it
like
sets her up as a main character, but too obviously.
Yeah, and it's the thing of it's Alan Wake too. Like they're not ignoring Alan, but it's like I want to know what's going on there, but they're setting it up so it's fine. And like while that dialogue is normally I would say it's like really really bad, this time I'm a little bit hesitant to say that because they might be setting up that the other agent's about to retire and is trying to like make sure she's confident and stuff.
Right. I mean,
So it's the thing of
you could still do that without it being bad dialogue.
Yeah, absolutely. But it could be that's why because he has like the awkward pause beforehand where like he doesn't quite know what to say.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I'm not sure if it's
dramatic effect.
It's too soon to tell. Is this them writing something and missed it very slightly, but I like what's going on, or is this them going like the new person, please?
We need you to like the new person.
Yeah, and I can't quite tell what it is because there's definitely moments where I really like her, and then there's definitely moments where I'm like, okay. Anyway, there's my 10-minute Alan Wake rant. Look, I want to make a video on it. I have no idea when I'll make the time.
Oh yeah, Baldy has a YouTube channel, by the way.
I haven't look, I don't plug it anymore because it's been. I don't think I've uploaded anything in a year.
I guess technically so do I. So
never mind. It's the issue is with teaching. With teaching and doing a podcast, I have D&D 2 times a week. I just don't have time a lot of the time. And then when I do, instead of going to editing, a lot of times it's going to painting now. So
you gotta do something to decompress.
Yeah, and it's the thing that it's really funny because what I do changes. So like during the year, I feel like I can't waste time. So painting helps me relax. While it's still a little bit stressful, but I still feel like I'm working towards something, so I can paint and relax there. But it's hard for me to like read a book or play a video game because I have this thing in the back of my mind of like, if I'm not grading my papers or prepping, I should be doing something productive with that time at least.
Okay.
And so it's easier for me to sit down and relax with painting than it is to do a video game or edit or something like that.
I see. Yeah. So yeah, for
editing would also fix that, but the problem is editing takes a lot more gumption out of me. It's harder for me to sit down and do.
Yeah. My decompressing is playing Hunt, so I just don't decompress ever. I'm just like my spine is just like. Also earlier when you were talking about the audio, the cutscene and everything, and you were like, you would make sure your audio is good, right? The reason for my reply was because of what we mentioned at the beginning of our second recording.
Which is...
Do you remember the second time we tried to record this episode? And
maybe. I'm looking at that. I took note.
Yeah.
Oh, hey. This was a totally... So just to let you know, this was a totally different podcast last time.
Oh, yeah, it was. 100%.
We got in super in-depth into the pacts and the balance of the pacts and all of that. Drake, what time are we at right now?
We're at hour 17.
Okay.
Hour 18. I don't mind. It's it's fine with me.
But yeah, so we'll probably do another one hopefully soon. I think we're trying to get together soon because what we want to do is we want to talk about. This is what this was originally going to be. We're going to talk about what this event has done well and poorly, and the big thing about. Because I kind of have the theory of. In the past, in like the bad events, the events were the appeal of the event was get points.
Get points, yeah. That was the base.
Yeah, like that was the event.
That was the core of the event was get points.
And I don't think the core of the event is get points anymore. I think that's why a lot of people get burnt out because you focus on the get points. But what actually makes the events fun now is the pacts, right? The different ways to play.
Right.
being able to do something new.
Yeah.
And the thing that makes that good is how balanced they are. And so what we want to do is we kind of want to go over this one and well, let's do this real fast because we've kind of talked about it. We've both finished it. You can change one thing, Drake. You can change you can put it in one feature, take away one feature, adjust one thing. What do you change with this event?
I would change how the points work because I actually think the points are a major point of it of the event
Yeah.
still. I don't think people like grinding points.
I don't either. But like, how would you? I guess the point of this question is you got to make one small change, right?
Okay.
Like you got
something
to
to make it fun and different.
Yeah, like you got to go into Crytek
Right.
and you go, hey, by tomorrow make this change.
Well, that won't happen.
No, I know, but like,
love you,
thing,
Hunt
it's
team,
not.
but that won't happen.
It's not something that you can go in and be like, "Hi, Hunt, can you redo the entire core system and add in like machine guns and make sure that's balanced."
Machine guns, yeah. Mounted Gatling guns, please.
Yeah, like it's something real small.
The hand crank,
Yeah.
What would I add? Or change?
I'll go while you're thinking, because mine would be, I would add a way when you're doing the challenges, instead of them being totally random, you get a pool of them that you can choose from for each day, that like reshuffle as you choose one, kind of like quest lines. So like you get a pool of them, you choose one, and then like a new one shows up once you finish that one. Or I would just add a like $100 reshuffle on the challenges, because the thing that makes the event miserable to me right now is getting a challenge I don't want to do and knowing that I want to do it for the points.
Right. That's
like
fair.
The 115 blade damage when you're just having a bad night and you can't do it, or like the do shotguns, like I just don't want to play shotguns right now, or high velocity and you're like, well, the only high velocity ammo I really want to play is Winnie and I don't want to play Winnie. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just giving some sort of better reshuffle.
I would say, if not that, then something else to do that gives a hefty chunk of event points.
Would you add on points to the pumpkins? Like, you get money and points? That's not big, but it might be a little, just a little.
That could help.
Boon. I'm trying to think.
It's mainly because I don't always like to play the challenges. I do it.
No, I agree.
And
I agree.
And the blood bonds are a really like decent perk, but like addition, I guess, to the points. But like, I don't want to sit there. I
played a lot of nights where I go, I don't want to effing play poison ammo, and it goes, here's only poison ammo quest.
Poison ammo, yeah. Or like, I really don't want to use the crossbow. Let me reshuffle, and you reshuffle. And It's like, use slugs, and you're like, come on.
You go from like crossbow to melee damage, and you're just like,
or something like that.
Why?
Slugs bad example, because I'm sure everybody that's listening is
or like slugs to Spitzer, and then you're like, okay, like maybe I don't want to be toxic tonight. Okay.
Well, I mean, so I guess it depends on what you like, because I don't mind Spitzer. I'd much prefer a Spitzer one than slugs.
It's the thing of having absolutely no say in it that puts me off a little bit.
So the reshuffle would be the best option there.
Yeah.
Then. But I'm talking
just
like,
make it worth $100, so that way like you don't want to do it, but it's not, you're like, okay, I can do 2 or 3 before like I feel awful about it.
Right. Or
like,
or even give us a free respin after each match, like you do the free hunters.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah, just some way to not be stuck with, I've gotten 100 Dragon's Breath of my 300 Dragon's Breath damage over the past 7 matches. Please let me play something else. And I've already used my reshuffle because I didn't want to play Flash Bombs at the beginning of the night.
Right. A slight devil's advocate here. The whole point in challenges is that you don't have a say. It's a challenge, right?
No,
So with that in mind, that's why I'm thinking, just give us some other avenue of getting points that isn't the Dark Tribute. Because Dark Tribute is just based on experience, so I'm just going to play and do that. But
here's my issue with the challenges. The challenges feel, when they're optional, they're fine. I like having challenges during normal, non-event times. And going, ooh, sure, I'll do challenges now.
Right.
But the problem is right now, most people are playing because you want to play the event. You want to play the event, good portion, because of FOMO, or you want to play the new gun. To play the new gun or to get the new legendary, you have to do the challenges. Now, you're not, the reason you're playing is no longer fun because you can't opt out of it, right? Like, if I'm playing normally, and I'm like, okay, 25 blood bond, that's not worth me, playing poison ammo 7 matches. But now I'm like, okay, probably is because I want this stupid uppercut skin.
We haven't considered necessarily what they have in mind with, or rather how they think about how players will play. So
yes,
maybe there's players who, and this could be a vast number of players, it could be a very minimal number of players that play without doing challenges, and they only get points by just playing.
I think that's got to be so small.
We don't know. That's the thing. So it depends on how Hunt is thinking about it, because maybe they've tuned it so that you can relatively comfortably finish the event without doing challenges ever. And if you want to do the challenges, you can, and you'll finish it faster. It's just going to be a pain in the butt.
Yeah, because this one I haven't felt like I've grinded it as hard.
Oh yeah, no, this one went smooth. The game was good.
Yeah, I think that might be part of it, but yeah,
the Hunt has to give us a challenge. They can't just hand us everything, right?
No, I agree, but I think you're making a false dichotomy here right now.
Am I? Oh.
Yeah. Well, I think there's an in between one reshuffle a day and here's it for free. I think it's I would say this one's also I think been better because
my only kickback to that is you have over $100,000, Baldy. $100 reshuffle is not gonna hurt you. You know.
I'm not the $100 reshuffle does not the $100 reshuffle does not mean anything. That is my go-to example of the reason I went to that is that's what it is for the recruitment.
Right.
I don't care if that's actual. My point being, they need to have some way to avoid it. Now, the other thing I want to mention on this one is a big part about what makes the challenges this event feel better is the challenges are much better this time.
That's true, they are.
Because they're like I think the most frustrating one is to land a pistol headshot, which is better than the previous one where it's like land a headshot from over 150 meters or land a pistol headshot from over 100 meters. Like, they've made them broad enough now where I might be annoyed in playing Dragon's Breath, but it's a lot easier and there's more freedom to it. It's not like
at least it's not
Dragon's Breath. It's like, okay, cool.
Right,
I play something else if I want.
Set a enemy hunter on fire while they're alive. Okay.
The other change that helped is giving the kills. So like if you set an enemy on fire and then you headshot them, you get it now. Thank goodness.
Oh, okay. So, I didn't actually know that they fixed that.
It was something like they added something like that. I guess if you kill them with special ammo, you get the thing now because people got with the last event because it was make them bleed, and then
they would just die to the headshot and never bleed.
And like, God dang it.
Yeah.
But I think this. I don't want to stress this. I can't stress this enough. I think this is the best round of challenges we've had. I'm not getting kill somebody with an ammo box and headshot somebody from over 150 meters in the same reshuffle and then just been like, what do I do with this? I guess I don't go. I guess I'm done for the week.
Right, and wait for the next week.
Yeah. I think here's my point. I'm at the point now where I'm only gonna play 1 or 2 nights, and I play a little bit longer than I used to. Mm-hmm. And being in that one chunk makes it when you get stuck on a challenge a lot worse. And I know I'm not alone in this. I know like a lot of other people play like that, and I think that's where my frustration. It's not necessarily even wanting more reshuffles. Like that's definitely part of it, but I think part of it is also wanting reshuffles that can better fit when as I'm playing. So I think what you're talking about, where like per match might be good, or like just something like that.
Something to give you that extra shuffle.
Then that's been my small thing. I think if we make a change, because I think let's leave a little teaser here, and I know we've asked a bunch of community thing, but I think this could be something of if you want to comment, now is the time, because I think what we're going to do for the next one is we're going to kind of design one or a couple events and like kind of brainstorm ideas and stuff that we think would be cool. And so if you want to comment something like, hey, what if the theme was this, or what if you got points from doing this and this was the new item?
Yeah.
So like
So if you
going
have
back
ideas
to
with
Light the
lore,
Shadows, right? Like, oh hey, what if the new item was the bow and points from killing hives with it? Or what if, you know, the new thing was the baseball bat and you got points from killing emulators with it? So
I
like
missed that.
or hey, what if there's, because this is the one I've been batting around. If anybody knows how to make this work, I really think it's a cool idea of I know Legend of the Five Rings, it's a collectible card game. They do it where everybody's got a clan, and it's kind of like Magic, where instead of colors they have clans. At tournaments, whichever clan wins the tournament, in lore, hello cat, my cat's screaming at me. Whichever clan wins the tournament will like win whatever events going on in the lore.
Okay.
So I almost wish we had like the snake pit, right? But depending on what pact you're on, you do like a slightly different thing and get points for your pact.
Okay.
So oh, I'm doing Infernal Pact, right?
Yeah.
Like if I
Give me an example.
okay, this would be awful. Don't do this, fighter. But like, you get anytime you burn enemy hunters, like you set an enemy hunter on fire, like you burn a body, you get like points for the Infernal Pact.
I see what you're saying.
And then like the Death Pact would be like, oh, anytime you kill a boss, like the boss would drop a token and you take it outside on an altar, and like you put it there, get points for you. Like something like that. That it has some unique, very small gameplay tweak.
Honestly, yeah.
Or like, oh, you want to you want to collect, like Infernal wants to get, you get like dog tag effectively from the other two packs, and because what you drop at the altars instead of snakes. But the thing with that is you have to make sure your packs are balanced then, because if you don't, it's ruined. Yeah.
Because like Demented, I love the idea that y'all had with Demented. We'll
have to break that down next time, because that's a discussion.
That's a whole discussion. It's yeah.
It's such a cool idea. I love it so much, but the issue is it doesn't come into play.
It doesn't compete.
Yeah, it does. It doesn't help you the first match, and then it might help you the second match. Whereas Infernal and Death both immediately go, "Hi, you don't burn, you heal." Whereas
Right.
Demented goes, "Hey, you might get a useful perk at the end of like at your third clue or in your next match after you've already bought perks." And it's like, okay.
Yeah.
So you just have to make the balance. I think it'd be like something like Infernal Mariner and then something with Grounded. The problem with like Shadow, I feel like, do you feel like that'd be a balanced trio? Shadow Mariner, and then like a slight tweak to what so like you can't be set on fire, heal in water, and zombies ignore you for each one of them for their tier 1. I feel like that
could be.
Yeah. And I feel like that'd be, because it's described to me the packs for this one, they're probably the most powerful that they've been, but they have the least impact on gameplay. And I feel like Death lets you heal a little bit, but I feel like that's kind of the exception.
While you're in Dark Side, I think you heal a little bit faster or something.
I don't know if I completely agree with that statement, but
I actually had an idea earlier about Shadow. I'm just curious if you want to hear it.
I still haven't seen Shadow yet.
I've seen it 3 times, and 2 of those times was in the same match, and I couldn't pick it up. It made me mad.
Because like I've even been popping meatheads. I guess I've just been super unlucky, but like I have not seen it.
You wanna know why I couldn't pick it up, by the way? Because I was demented, and I was full on all of my traits because I was demented, and I kept picking things up. So I ended up being full, and I was like, "Oh look, Shadow. I guess I'll just leave it here." And
I also find it weird that Shadow goes away when you die. That's just odd to me.
I don't mind that it's a burn trait, to be honest with you, but I think there was one thing that they could do to change it.
I don't mind it being a burn trait. It just feels really weird to me being a burn trait.
Because it doesn't make sense why it would go away if you died.
Yeah, like Restoration one sense. The Gunrunner one going around. Now the Gunrunner one I think was stupid that it went away because it turned into a super feels bad one. But like it made sense because you have sold the gun. you have lost your trait. This one is like, I dropped down, I fell over, and now zombies know where I am. Sure.
Yeah, okay. Wait, so is it a burn trait on a down or a death?
Yeah, it's burned trait on down.
Okay. Interesting. I didn't actually
It,
piece that together.
on death would be losing all traits.
That's also why.
But I lost my hunter. No, my traits, they burned.
All of them. But that's also why you can stack it, I guess. You can go down 3 times before you. Yeah. If you
when I first heard it, I assumed it was when you leave the match.
Yeah. Okay. That's kind of what I was picturing this whole time, and then it just dawned on me that's like, no,
it's when you get down.
When you go down, you lose it. Okay.
Yeah.
So here's my idea behind Shadow.
Mm-hmm.
You change Acolyte, the one perk trait for Demented, that when you pick up clues, instead of getting a random trait, you get trait points. Okay, and make it like a decent 5 or 6. I don't know.
I think 3 would be good because keep in mind you're picking up potentially 6 clues in a match.
Right. Well, here, listen. There's a reason why I'm saying so many. You make Shadow purchasable by traits at the menu. Okay, but you set the price to 25 or 50.
The only people that can get it Demented.
So that when you're Demented, you don't, instead of picking up random traits, because then you have a crap ton of traits that now you gotta go burn some in the menu. You are collecting trait points, and when you leave, you can actually purchase with ones you've collected naturally and the ones you've collected through your clues a use or 2 of Shadow, and make Shadow still be usable by everybody. So if you just have a really good match and you get out with 30 and it only costs 25, you can spend 25 on Shadow and your Infernal. If you want, go for it. But I mean, only Demented are really going to be the ones that have 2 or 3 uses of Shadow.
That is a solution, but I feel like much more often it would be used to just go, cool, I survived a match. Doctor, Physician, Frontiersman, Quartermaster, go.
Well, but that's the trade-off. Do you want those traits to make your matches better, or do you want Shadow?
Okay, see, look, now that's a trade-off between those 2, but it's also the thing of going, you get that, or you can heal near a dead body, and I feel like Doctor, Frontiersman, all that is way better.
That's fair, but also you still get remedy through Demented.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you think you could set? What if you made it Demented is because they have the you heal when you hit bosses, which is okay.
Yeah, that one was a little odd, but
what if instead it was Conduit, and you get the 5 minutes whatever of Shadow. When you pick the clue, you get 3 minutes of Shadow.
So put Shadow as a timer, like a buff instead of a trait.
Yeah, and you get it from Conduit, so that way you can tie it to Demented's special
I like
buff.
that a lot, actually.
I think that'd be fun.
That would be perfect.
I think that's the issue with Demented is not only is its first perk bad, its tie-in perk is also bad. Because I think that's also the issue with Infernal. I think Infernal would be fine, except that not bleeding and not burning is so good together.
Yeah, it's kind of
they should not get the bloodless one. They shouldn't get it. It's insane.
Yeah, so. That's rough. I like that idea of putting Shadow as a buff instead of a trait.
Yeah, I think there's something. I feel like that'd be better than making a trait.
Imagine they have a new shot, a new drug, where you just
that'd be awesome.
You inject Shadow.
That'd be awesome. I'd much prefer that over being a burn trait.
Yeah.
You can take in a 5-minute shot, or you can pick it up with Conduit for 3 seconds, and that'd be so cool. Then with the Magpie, you pick it up for for a minute and a half or whatever. You're now invisible, fast, unable to be poisoned, and healing.
That would actually make it competitive.
I can fight God. Let's go.
That would make it competitive. I think.
Well, I think Magpie's competitive right now. If you're playing solo.
But with that buff idea added to Demented, I think that would make it competitive.
I think it's funny that Magpie is probably one of my least favorite traits in a duo or trio, and almost always one of my immediate purchases when I play solo.
I need to go read it again.
So the only difference is, so both of them give you the minute and a half of poison, region, stam.
Yeah.
But then if you're solo, you also get 5 extra seconds of deck sight with
Right.
Yuka bounty, and like that's so good, especially when you just are like, I want to play aggressive, go 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 go.
Yeah.
So
Solo
it's
aggressive.
really nice. Yeah. Which, by the way, that you can be a menace right now as a solo. I can't be burned. I can't bleed. I can come up with full health, or I can get healed by killing you after coming up with, and then and I can stack that. So you can't burn me while I'm down. I can pop up and heal 2-4,
Yeah.
just
By standing
and
up.
so I can come up at 125, kill somebody with like a lucky shot or a knife or a baseball bat, and then heal to 150. And then run off, and then pick up 10 seconds of like it's solo's a menace right now.
Yeah.
Like, and it's really funny too, because like I've been playing more solo, and like I'm at the reason I've been playing less is I just don't have people it's consistently to play with.
Fair.
And which is because it's the thing of it's not solo play, and like solo play is fine right now. I just don't have the page for it right anymore.
I still have
Not necessarily in like I
weird
become
fear.
more impatient so much that like I just wanna like I feel like I have to maximize my time with hunt because I have less of it.
Right. That's valid though.
Which then makes getting less hunt time. So oh, catch 22s.
Yeah.
Sorry, what were you saying?
I don't remember. We're approaching 2 hours on this.
Oh jeez.
We're an hour and 40 in.
Okay.
Do we want to end it here?
Yeah, let's wrap up thoughts on the event. Where do you place it?
It's still not like the Shadow.
It's not on the Shadow.
It's still not like the Shadow. But I think this might be a second. This has been a very good one because it's been so quick. And I feel like even though Demented's not the best, they're getting closer to a balanced pact system.
It's the thing of I think what I want is, and we'll talk more about this next one because again we're going to record a designing. I originally was going to be design a perfect event, but I think it's probably going to be design a couple events. Because I don't think we're going to decide on one.
Stuff, yeah.
But I almost want one. I want like a combination of this and Serpent's Moon. Take what they've learned with pacing it from this one and the pacts, but then take some of the unique gameplay from Serpent Moon.
Go and throw snakes into an urn.
Yeah, though the issue with Serpent Moon 2 was, while it was nice at first, then you realized, oh, I'm still just playing the objective. It's just an additional step.
Right. Well, that's kind of the game, though. I mean, you can't not play the objective. Oh, you can not play the objective, but then you're annoying.
Well, yes, but like, Mariner is. It's like Mariner was it wasn't going, hey, after you kill a body and you loot it like you're going to anyway. Like Supermoon is, you're gonna loot the body anyway. You're gonna go to the boss anyway. Now you just drop off the snakes while you're there.
Right.
Which is fine, right? I guess you can also pick up always. But Mariner was, hey, yeah, you're gonna do all that stuff, but now while you're fighting an enemy hunter, try being near water because you can heal around. Try standing in water. See what happens when you do that stuff.
Right.
And I think that's like the gameplay changes I'd like to see more of. Or like the Shadows was, hey, there's a bow, there's a new thing. You don't have to, but if you want to go a little bit faster, take the bow, try it out, kill some AI. It's really good at killing AI. Kill some AI with it.
Right.
Try it out. And it's like, oh, this is neat.
Incentivize the use of the weapons that come with the game. Or the
I think the one that's really stuck with me is I like the idea of when you choose a hunter, you get buffs to doing a gameplay thing. And the one that sticks out to me is Inferno likes fire, so it makes sense that you jump into fire. But trying to burn people, I wouldn't like. They're already telling us play Incendiary Ammo, play Dragon's Breath every 5 minutes. Like, give us points for it. Be like, yeah, you're doing it because you're Infernal. Let's go.
Right. Make it an actual benefit to using fire as Infernal, etc., etc. Yeah.
I think the issue though with tying the packs to the points and making them like giving them like event things is, if you want like people to have like a loyalty to their pact, I think they have to make the flavor more accessible, because right now I feel like the story is kind of boring. Right?
Okay.
Like I don't know what's going on anymore. They made so many rapid changes in such a short time, and they tell it in such a disjointed way. Like it feels like more trouble than it's worth to do it. So like I almost wanted to be like, hey, here's like the hunter for this one is Joe Mama, and Joe Mama is a Death Pact hunter, and this is like a couple like a little short story or two with him, and then it kind of fleshes out the Death Pact. You want to be like Joe Mama, right? And uphold the pacts, the Death Pacts,
Yeah.
and like kind of get like a little bit of that, because like
Isn't
if
that
you
what Sophia's supposed to be? Sophia and whatever Scarecrow.
I don't know, maybe. Have you played much of
That was Demented.
much Magic?
No.
Okay.
I have a deck of cards.
Okay, I'm gonna go on a Magic
once in
tirade.
high school.
So Magic has one of the most popular sets is a set called Ravnica, and Ravnica is a plane that you have the 5 colors of Magic, each one like a philosophy behind it. So like white is like order and control, and red is like emotion and passion, and black is like ambition and greed and like personal advancement. So they've all got like a philosophy behind them.
Sure.
Ravnica goes, hey, there's 10 guilds on this planet. Each guild is a combination of 2 colors. So like Azoius is a combination of white and blue. So it takes like the intellect and the scheming of blue and like the control and like order from white. And it's like, okay, this is like the Senate. This is like the people who make rules.
Right.
They're the enforcers of the laws. Yeah. Yeah. But then if you take white and red, you're getting like the emotion and the order. So these are the like foot soldiers. These are the beat cops who are actually on the front lines, keeping order in that way.
Right.
And then you get like, but then you get like red and black, and so you're getting like the emotion and ambition of like, so it's like, oh, it's like personal greed, like the narcissism and joy of in the moment, like it's very hedonistic.
Right.
And so like it's like a murder circus. people effing love Ravnica. Like you ask a Magic player what their guild is, and they'd be like, I love this guild. Like let's freaking go. Die hard.
Okay.
Like this is my guild leader. I love them, right? Like, I love the Boros. The Boros are the white and red. I love like the heroic soldiers going out and upholding the law and what's right and all that. When you play the hunt event, when you choose Pact, you're not going, oh, I love the lore of Demented.
Right.
Oh, man, not burning's pretty cool.
Right. Yeah. There's no emotional tie to the Pact.
There's a little bit. Like the Death Pact doesn't stick out to me, but I like the flavor of Demented. I like getting the idea of random perks is cool to me.
Yeah.
The idea of like I like fire is cool. I think so. Like I think there's something there, but I don't feel like the story bits that I've read
doesn't really expand on it.
Yeah, and I think like just like a short, like they do cutscenes. Like do like a short cutscene for each one, with just like a minute, just like a minute cutscene where it's like infernal, have like a cool shot of them like running through the fire and like just like they do in the trailers, and just be like, yeah, like the fires burn you clean, and like that's why what we're doing, like.
Well, they are
flames.
doing the voiceovers now in their trailers, so they could totally do some lore stuff like that.
I think that'd be so cool. So there's the pitch for the next episode. Drop in like what lore things you'd like, or like cool event things. I think wait, Drake.
What?
I have an idea. Remind me after we finish this. I've got an idea. I might have a cool idea. But yeah, I think so. That's coming. This event's fun. We both put it pretty high. It's not like the Shadows.
Yeah.
I'm also wondering how much at this point, like the Shadows has just become like Golden Cow.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
I can't wait for them to come out with like the perfect event, and like just everything. Like the pacing is awesome. The skins of
everything
it
is perfect. Yeah.
Kiss. They've got some really great mechanic. We love all the packs. They balance. They like 2 new guns that were like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. They do like a balance tweak that we're like, oh, I'm so glad they finally, brought the drilling to where it should be. I'm so glad,
Yeah, they fix everything.
The is $1 now. Like it's great.
But it's not like the
and then
Shadow.
we're gonna play and we're gonna go, yeah, but was it like the Shadow?
Yeah. Yeah.
um,
At
'cause
what
the thing
at what point is it that Light the Shadow was a good event versus I never finished that second line and got
I think the thing with like, yeah,
the hunter at the end of the second line.
that's the other thing. I was gonna save this for the other one, but like, what if we brought back the choose your pact, right?
Yep.
Like when you choose your pact, you're playing Infernal, and like to finish this pact, you gotta burn people. Like, let's go. And like that's
Do a challenge
The only
thing.
thing that might get really frustrating if you're locked into it and you're like, I still have a week of burning people to go. Oh gosh.
Oh hell, hey, how about this? How about whatever hunter you're playing that chose which pact?
You just make progress
with
that
hunter, you're progressing through the Infernal pact line. So if you
Yeah.
want to finish that one, you got to play Infernal a lot. But if you want to finish the Demented, you got to play Demented a lot.
Yeah, and then you can
would
go like,
work.
oh, I just want the uppercut precision, so I'm gonna play, Infernal for a week, and then okay, but I also want the Springfield High Velocity, which is in the Death Pact. You're like, okay,
Right. Yeah.
I think it could be really fun. Well, we've kind of pitched a lot of it here, so there might be some repetition next week, but
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know why I said next week. Next podcast.
Next podcast. We don't have actual times. Yeah.
Our schedules suck.
Really do.
The issue is having somebody who has to be up at 6 o'clock to go to work with middle schoolers, and then having the other person who doesn't get home until midnight is not a great combination
really
for
it's kind of
a recording schedule. So, yeah.
But yeah, so if you have any of those ideas that you want to throw out there, whether it's the lore-based stuff for events or mechanics for events or overhaul of how the points are done, whatever, leave them in the comments. Whether that's YouTube, Rumble, join our Discords.
Discord can be a really good way because
just jump in our Discords.
Yeah,
honestly, that's the best.
Drake's is typically more hopping than mine because again I haven't uploaded to YouTube in a year and my streaming schedule is, let's go with random.
That's a good one.
But like it's really neat because again the whole battle block things there people do it's not daily. No, it's probably close to daily now of people looking for other hunters.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Let's see. Yeah, last ping was 9:30 tonight for hunt partners, and then before that there was one 2 days ago. So yeah.
And then, but it's gonna count for the weekend, and
Yes, but then there's like different channels. So it's really common for people to go, "Hey, what do you think about this?" And there is a variety of opinions. So you can get somebody to agree with you, and you can get somebody to be like, if you want to debate, just drop into like the Discord and go like, I really love slugs. Like slugs are such a great addition, and somebody will fight you on it.
And then prepare yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, like if it's not like the most lukewarm tape, you're gonna get somebody to disagree with you. Now they might meme and they might be like,
yeah, be nice. I still have rules in my server.
Yeah, but it's the thing of nobody's gonna go, you're stupid, whatever.
Yeah.
You'll
get valid feedback
about it. Yeah, and it might be just hidden between memes.
So yeah. If you want to leave a comment, that'd be great. It help us out. Like it wherever you're listening. Leave a comment, all that jazz. And that's it.
Yeah, have a good one.
Don't forget to bring your drugs.
I hope you enjoy. Okay, I was talking.
No.
Now you're talking about you're encouraging the drug problem.
Always.
I bring drugs now.
Do you?
I consistently bring drugs.
Which ones?
Which one do you think? I'm the Wolverine, Drake. All Legion. I didn't talk about Legion shots.
Next time. We're running
shots
long.
are great. I take my Legion shots. They're amazing. I love them.
Yeah, he takes.
It's like Mariner, but all the time.
But all the time. That is true. Is when you combine the Region shot along with the Infernal.
Does this stack? With Infernal?
They stack.
Oh,
and then you can stack Vigor on top of that.
So I think our next quest, Drake, we take only Molotov cocktails, Vigor, and Legion shots.
And then no guns and just dance in front of people.
Yeah, and then we just like light a set place on fire and just run around in dark sight and see if we can live.
That would be hilarious, actually.
All right, we got a quest, guys.
All right,
Drake, take us out.
I already did.
Okay.
Thank you.
Make
Thank you for
make
watching,
friends.
guys. Make friends. Come say hi in Discord. Bring your drugs. That
Okay.
too.
Oh my gosh. All right. I think that's it.
Yeah, that's it.